Welcome to Trident Communications. We present to you live the famous success stories of our guests.
So, sir, your debut movie was Yash back in 1996. So, what got you into acting the first time that you thought that you would actually get into it?
So I never believed in education. I still don't. Like I tell my daughter, she's 13 years old, that whenever she wants to drop out of college or school, she's welcome to. I mean, I never check her marks. I don't expect her to stand first. I don't expect her to pass. I don't believe in the education system. So for me, in my own life, I was only 12th standard pass. And I come from a very poor background. So if you talk about success stories today, whatever you see about me, I started my life selling soap in local trains. So that's where my journey began from. When I was 14, 15 years old, I used to sell soap in the train. And, in Mumbai, there's a market called Gandhi Market. So outside Gandhi Market, we would put the chatai and put the soap on that. And for 1 rupee per packet, I used to sell that. So that is the beginning of my journey. I started from there. And at a particular point, I realized that I kept getting offers for modeling. Like people would stop me in the middle of the road. They would, approach me. If I was traveling in a local train, somebody sitting opposite me would say, "Hi, I'm from so and so ad agency. Would you like to be a model?" And I would say, "No, I'm not interested." And then I kept saying no, kept saying no, kept saying no. And then one day, I have my chacha's best friend. He spoke to me and he said, "What do you think? You're not a rich person. You're not coming from a big background. Your father has no bank balance. Why do you keep saying no? It's an opportunity." So I said, "Okay, what should I do?" He said, "Give it a shot." Then I was 16 or 17 years old at that time. And the first thing that I did was I went to this photographer called Mahesh Painter. He took a portfolio of mine for 2,000 rupees. And in those days, we didn't have all these modern technology like WhatsApp and Facebook and all these things, So my photos were drying in the dark room. That's what they used to call it in those days. And they were half dry. And the head of O&M, this ad agency, she walked in, she saw my picture, which was half dry and half wet. She couldn't even see my face clearly. She said, "This is my model for Cadbury's 5-star." And after that, my journey as a model began, and I was very, very, very successful. In fact, there was a time when if you were watching one serial, you would see me in at least 3 ads, like one after the other. I would be in Close Up, I would be in Photophone Konica Square, I would be in Clear Sale, I would be in Lifebuoy. It would be like I was one of the top models at that time. And because of that, now to answer your question, how did my journey in movies began? I got approached for this movie called Yash. And I said yes immediately, and the songs were a big hit. And because of Yash, I got Pyar To Hona Hi Tha with Ajay Devgan and Kajol. And that's how my journey with the film industry began.